Hello everybody. You see here, nice sunny morning. Kitty is here enjoying herself. I am recording this intro video for this tutorial. So today it is all about the keyboard shortcuts for Windows 10 operating system. Some of them works on previous versions of Windows. So you're probably asking, why the hell should I use keyboard shortcuts? I will say it like this: I use them all the time. It is easier to press two keys than just go with the mouse and go save file and save and whatever it needs to be done. So without further ado, let's just start, shall we? First shortcut is to open Start menu. To do this, you can just click and release Windows key on the keyboard. And also you can search here in this same window by just typing, let's say, Notepad, and you can just open it. Next shortcut is to open Windows 10 settings. To do this, you just need to press and hold Windows button and then just press I, and then release both buttons. To open Windows Action Center, which is down here, you can just press Windows key, hold it, and then press A and release both buttons. If you want to manage your files on your computer, you can use Windows Integrated File Explorer. To open it, it is easy. Just press and hold Windows button, then press E key and then release both buttons, and File Explorer is opened. So let's say you have some programs attached to your taskbar. If you want to open any of them with your keyboard, it is very easy. Let's say, for example, if I press and hold Windows button and then press 1 and release, in my case, first one here is sticky notes. If I press Windows and 2, then it opens control panel. In your case, it will be different, most likely. And this you can do for up to 10 programs. The last one is Windows and 0, which is in my case Mozilla Firefox. So next shortcut is to open your task manager for Windows. It is easy. Just press and hold Control button, then press and hold Shift button, and while pressing both keys, just click Escape button, and then release all the keys. Task Manager is opened. So let's say if you want to reposition your window, let's say in my case Task Manager to left, right, to up, maximize, to bottom corner, to minimize, or whatever you want, you can all do it with your keyboard. To do this, you just need to press Windows key and hold it, and press, let's say, left key, and it will position to your left. If you click right arrow key on the keyboard, it will restore it to previous window. If you go once again right, it will go to the right side of your window. If, let's say, you want to go up in the corner, you just click up, and it is taking the corner of your screen. If you click twice down, it will position down. And if you go left, it will go to the left side. And let's say if you want to minimize, you can just press it again down. I'm having Windows key pressed all the time currently, and yeah, I can just position whatever I want. So let's say if I want to maximize, just press up button until Windows is maximized. And when you're done, just release your Windows key. Remember that this function you can use if you have also several monitors. You can use also these arrow keys to move the window to a second monitor, a third monitor, or however much monitors you have. So next is zoom function, which is very useful in some cases. So if you press and hold Windows button and then press plus button, and if you press again, you are zooming inside the window, and you see all the elements is magnified. If you want to decrease the size, let's go to 300%, just press and hold Windows button and then press minus button and release it. And you can zoom it in or zoom it out. Next is about minimizing and hiding all of your windows on your screen and also restoring them back to their original position. Minimize and hide function. It looks similar, but it is not exactly the same. Let's go with the first shortcut. If you want to peek at your desktop, you can just press and hold Windows button, and while pressing, just press and hold comma key. You get all these glasses instead of windows, and when you release it, you see all the windows back. If you want to hide all of your windows at once, just press and hold Windows key and click D key and release both keys. And all of your windows are not minimized, but just hidden from your desktop. If you want to bring them back, just press same combination Windows and D key. Remember, to minimize is not the same as my first command, which was to hide all the windows. The difference is that if one window, let's say if it is opened, and that window you cannot minimize, like let's say this window I can minimize, and all of those three I can minimize. But if it is that one window which is not minimizable, that not minimizable windows will stay shown. So beware of that. If you want to hide all the windows at once, I suggest you that you use Windows and D combination of buttons. So to minimize all the windows, you can just press and hold Windows button, and while pressing it, just press M button and then release all the buttons. If you want to restore, then press and hold Windows button, press and hold Shift button, and while pressing both of these buttons, press M key and release all of the buttons, and all of the windows are shown. So let's say here I have Task Manager window, and if I want to close it, I can just press and hold Alt button. While pressing it, press F4. But remember, if you hold it too long, it will close probably all the windows you have open on your screen. And now I'm still pressing it, and these shutdown windows will pop up and hide because you are still opening and closing, opening and closing. And if I release, I can see this shutdown windows window. So beware, just press Alt F4 and immediately after that release it. So next I will show you how to select elements, let's say even if there are some files on your computer, shortcuts, or some text in your Word document. And these shortcuts also applies to many different programs that you can use on Windows operating system. First shortcut is to select all the elements you see at once. So let's say here in the text, if I press and hold Ctrl Control button and then press A button, release, all the text here is selected. Same goes for the files and shortcuts and such. Control A, all the elements are selected. Next shortcut is to select only specific elements. Let's say here I have 5 different shortcuts and I want to select Google Chrome, MicroTorrent and Opera web browser. First, I will just click left mouse button on Google Chrome, release mouse button, And then I will just press and hold Control button or Ctrl, and then just start clicking, let's say microtorrent and Opera. And now I can release Control button. Now, as you see, these three are selected. Same goes with the text. I can here, let's say, click with left mouse button, let's say, and select this text and release it. If I want to go to the next section, just click and hold Ctrl Control button and start clicking, holding, and on the same way you are selecting whatever you need to and release. Next is to select the range of the elements. What does that mean? Let's say here I have these shortcuts and I want to select all shortcuts from Firefox to Opera. It is simple. Just press first icon that you want to select or first element. Press and hold Shift button on the keyboard and click the last one. And now you see you will select all the elements which is between the first that you selected and the last one. Same goes for the text. If you, let's say, click here at the beginning of everyone, click, let's say, Shift, and now if I click on the end of here, it will select here. And you see, you select the range of the elements. So next is about copying or moving some elements to another position. So let's say here, if I want to copy, let's say this first line of the text, I can select, and then if I want to copy it, just press Ctrl, and while holding Ctrl or Control button, press C and release. Go to the position where you want to paste it, and then just press and hold Ctrl and V button. And you see, the element was copied. Same goes for the shortcuts and files and such. Ctrl-C to copy, Ctrl-V to paste. And you see, copy is here. If I, let's say, want this part of the text moved to down here, and I do not want to here, I can just select it, press and hold Control button, and while pressing, just click X key on the keyboard, and it will cut the text. And if I want to paste it, let's say here, just press and hold Ctrl button or Control button, then press V. And this element is moved. So same goes if I want to move some elements like files or shortcuts or whatsoever. I can, let's say, move this microtorrent. So if I click Ctrl X, it will dim it. And let's say if I go into the downloads folder, doesn't matter where, I'm just showing you, and press Ctrl and V, I will paste it, but remove it from the source. Moving for the text in same document, you can move it however you want. But if you want to move specific file, you need to move it onto a different position, not on the same. Let's say if I want to move this Edge shortcut to the desktop, back to the desktop, it will show you the notification. Hey, dude, come on, that is the same source, same name, don't do it. So next is about virtual desktops. So yeah, in Windows you can have multiple desktops. So this is the main first only one desktop that I have currently. If you want to create new desktop, you can just press and hold Ctrl or Ctrl button, then press and hold Windows button and press D, and then release all the buttons. Now I am at the new Windows desktop. If I want to switch between open desktops, I can use Ctrl button on the keyboard while pressing Windows button on the keyboard and then move left and right to switch between those two desktops. So here I have File Explorer. A window opened, I will show you why a little bit later. just click and hold Windows button, and while holding, just press Tab button and release. Now here I have two desktops, because I created only one desktop more. Now I can just take this file explorer, move it to desktop 1. I can go and let's say move this document word to desktop 2 and such. That is one trick that you can do with virtual desktops. And now I just switched the Word document on second desktop and File Explorer on the first desktops. And the last element for virtual desktops are to close specific virtual desktop. Let's say I don't want the second one, but I still want this window to be opened. It is simple. Just press and hold Ctrl while holding Windows button and press F4. Release all the buttons, and as you see, now I am on the first desktop. I have File Explorer, I have Word, both of the windows still opened. So basically it merges two desktops into one. So now it is keyboard shortcuts for power management. That is for sleep, shutdown, restart, or hibernation. Hibernation only if you enable hibernation on your Windows operating system. To do this, you need just to press and hold Windows key on the keyboard, and then press X key and release both buttons, and then press U key, and you get all these sub-menu. If you want to shut down computer, just press U key. If you want to restart your computer, press R key. If you want to put your Windows at sleep state, just press S key. And for hibernation, it is H key. To this window submenu, you can also get by pressing right mouse button click on the start menu. So here I came to the last keyboard shortcut, which is for locking Windows profile. That means that all windows, everything will still be opened, but your profile will lock, and you can unlock it by just logging back in. So in this case, I would suggest that you set up the password for your profile. So if you log the profile, no one else can log in unless they know your password. So the keyboard shortcut for locking your Windows profile is Windows key, keep and hold it, and press L key on the keyboard. So here is the locked profile. If you click on this background, you get profile picture, name of your profile, and sign in. If I click on sign in, I'm back to my desktop because I did not set the password for this profile because I do not actually need it.
So everybody, it is time for this video to get to the end. So I hope you liked the video. If you have any questions, did not understood something, just to say hi whatsoever, just type everything below this video in the comment section. Please subscribe, click bell icon to get notified about new videos. Thank you very much. If you liked the video, give big thumbs up. If you did not, thumbs down, and share with others so others can learn also. And until next time, have a blast, people. Bye bye.